Hello, Accelerated Math 6-7 students. We are beginning lesson number 17, and it is called A Fraction as a Percent, and we can find that on page 38 of my book, so we'll turn there. A fraction as a percent. So in yesterday's lesson, we talked about what a percent means. We figured out that a percent means per 100. So I want you to think about that for a minute as we're looking into the idea of a fraction as a percent. So our goal today we will learn how to turn a fraction and a decimal into a percent. The question that I want you to be thinking about is, when determining a percent, what does the whole always have to be? Okay? So what we're going to be doing with this lesson today is we are going to take any ordinary fraction or any ordinary decimal, and we are going to learn how to change it into a percent. Okay, so if we have these, let's look at them. So we have 1/2. Now, the thing that you have to remember about a percent is that it means per 100. So if you have 1/2, is there a way that we can change the fraction 1/2 into a fraction that is per 100? And I'm hoping all of you are saying yes right now when you see that. So the question is, how do I get from 2 to 100? And you multiply that side by 50, yes? What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So now we have 50 over 100, which means 50 hundredths, which is what? The percent? 50%. Because remember, in yesterday's lesson, you take whatever the numerator is over 100 and you write it with the percent sign. So that's how we would take the fraction of 1/2 and turn it into a percent of 50%. Okay, how about the next one? The next one we have is 7/10. So let's try 7/10. Can we turn the denominator of tenths into 100? And the answer is yes. Multiply both sides by 10. Okay, so 10 times 10 is 100. 7 times 10 is 70. So what is my percent on this one? If you said 70%, then you've got it. Nice job. Okay, when you're changing a decimal into a percent, it's not any harder than what it is, what you have with fractions. You just have to read it out loud. So we have 0 and 73 hundredths. So write what you just said, 0 and 73 hundredths. Again, a percent is any numerator written over 100. This is already written over 100, so it is 73%. Okay? Really not that difficult. The biggest difference between a fraction turning into a percent and a decimal turning into a percent is you read the decimal out loud. Read the decimal out loud. And then the other thing that you do is write what you say. Okay? All right, so let's try some more. What if we had 3/4? Sorry, 3/4. So the question is, can fourths turn into 100? And the answer is yes. Think about money. What do you have 4 of that makes $1? Everybody should be saying a quarter or 25 cents. So if we take 4 times 25, that gives you 100. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. 3/4 is 75. So what is the percent? 75%. I hope you guys are starting to see the pattern and see how easy this is. Okay, the next one, 22 25ths. 22 25ths. Can you change 25ths into hundredths? And the answer, again, if you're thinking about money, how many quarters does it make to make $1? 4. 25 times 4 is 100. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. 22 times 4 is 88. So the percent is 88%.
Chesnia, we found the keys. Chesnia, we found the keys.
Sorry, that was an announcement. The next one that we have is 0 and 13 hundredths. So again, with the decimals, you read them out loud and write what you say. So 0 and 13 hundredths. And then you take whatever is the numerator and write it as a percent. So 13%. Okay? All right, that's all I'm going to help you with on those practice problems. So I'm leaving you to do 3 more by yourself. So we have 1/5, 47/50ths, and 0 and 25/100ths. I need you to change all of those into a percent. The last thing that I'm going to leave you with or thinking is remember that percent means per 100. Okay, let's go back to the question of our lesson. When determining a percent, what does the whole always have to be? Remember, the whole is the denominator. So what does the denominator always have to be? All right, my darlings, that's it for today. I hope you figured out how easy it is to take a fraction or a decimal and turn it into a percent. Have a good day. Bye.